came into an agreement with my partner when we moved in here that I would only keep books that fit inside of these bookshelves. And I might have, maxed it out. It is at capacity, and I have more books. I do have my office where I also keep books, but that also has a limited amount of space. So before you say anything, I have a space issue, not a book issue. There are no such things. If you come into the comments saying I have too many books, please leave and watch some other video. I don't need that kind of negativity in my life, okay? Books are life. No, but I need to sort things out, and I thought it would be a fun video to, look at me struggle. So yeah, let's sort this mess out and try to, what should stay here, what should go into my office, my room of requirements, how should I do things in my room of requirement. This is going to be a mammoth of a task, so coffee, yes. Okay, first step completed. So I have withdrawn all of my fiction books. So here we have, well, not all, because I have some collections that I know I want to keep here on display, perhaps just rearrange them a bit. So we have my Harry Potter stuff up here. We have a bunch of animal-related books, like this one I'm really looking forward to reading, Sentient, What Animals Reveal About Our Senses. Stuff about animals. Even more things, more scientific stuff, more of those things. Here are some old stuff I don't know what I'm gonna do really with. This one I bought 2005 when I went to New Zealand 2005, so I bought this probably in 2004, and I have a bunch of annotations like what I want to do and where to go and stuff like that, so it's still fun to keep. And then we have some kids books that I want to keep. We have more animal books basically, and kids books, and even more. Oh, I'm not filming very well. More animal books. And same thing in this cupboard. We have, we have dog books, and we have more dog and animal books. More books from uni. I am going to remove these ones. They don't have to be here. But here's for the big reveal. So here are the fiction books that was living inside of the bookshelves behind me. I do believe I have even more up in my office that I've stacked away. So these ones, this half of the bed, these are books that I have read, and these are books I have not read. So they are basically on my TBR. So what I'm gonna do now, I'm gonna go through both piles. Primarily this pile to see what do I want to reread, what is a 5-star read, meaning I really want to keep the book because it's so good, I want to lend it to other people, I want to have it available, if I want to read them again, and which books can I let move on. For example, I read the entire series of the Suki Stackhouse series, and I don't feel like I need to keep these. I wanted to read them, I wanted to have them as a physical copies and read them. I do not think I'm gonna reread this series. Same thing I think goes for the Twilight series. I don't know, I have read this series probably 3 times, but I haven't read it in so many years now, so perhaps they're due for a reread. But I do have so many books to read And also, I mean, I do have an e-reader. So for some books, they might have to find a new home. So I can also open up more space for more books. Two reasons why I have so many books, especially in this pile, is that a very good friend of mine, her family moved to the United States. So they sold their house in Sweden and they moved, and they had so many books, and I took a bunch of them. Also, my local library has been cleaning out like old books that they will no longer carry. And it's like in the beginning, you could pay basically nothing for them. And eventually it was like, please just, up for grabs, take these books. So I have a bunch of books that I have, adopted from from the library. So I don't even know if they're any good. And then I have a bunch of books that I've actually purchased, but I haven't had the time to properly read. So this will be a buddy read eventually this year. This is the next part in the peculiar... Oh, what's it called? Does it say anywhere? Yeah, Miss Peregrine's Peculiar Children. I haven't read this part. So yeah, let's just, go through, make more piles. This is a really good book. I'm definitely gonna keep this. Currently it's in Swedish, as you see, but both the book and the movie, really good. So this is also very good book. Highly recommend. Actually, I didn't like this too much, which disappointed me because, it wasn't a disappointment that I didn't like the book. I was disappointed in me for not liking the book as much as I thought I would. Didn't really enjoy this. This one will go. It will be a bye-bye. Oh, this was a really good book. Really did enjoy this. And this was also a really good book. I don't feel like I'm making any sense currently. Love Lex Croucher. I have somewhere here in the pile, I have her next historical fiction book. But yeah, let's do this. I have sorted all of my books. My TBR books have been sorted into different piles. So first up, these are books that I have actually bought with an intention to read, of course. These are also books I bought, but not, really thought things through and ordered them or, had a thought behind them. These are, actually, Jane Austen. I bought that book. It's a collection of 4 classic novels. I bought that book when I was still living in my hometown, and I moved from, 2007, I believe. I moved from my hometown. So that one is a steady piece on my TBR. Have not even opened it up, I think. Anyways, the other ones are, just... They were there, so I bought them, that kind of purchase. But these ones I bought with more intention. And then we have this massive pile. So this is actually a series, so I've already read one of them and I'm currently reading another one, so it's 4 books in total. But these are the books that I started off buying from my library, and then eventually they gave books away. So yeah, these are old library books. How did I select different books? I don't know. Sometimes it was because I liked the cover. Sometimes it was because I had read something about it and wanted to read it, like this one, for example. I actually also had the first one. So I had the first and the last one in this series, and I have since from my pile of books that I have read, I will let the first book move to another home, because I don't have the entire series. It feels silly to have the first and the seventh or whatever it is edition of the books. Not edition, you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, and that series, I actually watched the TV series, Lockwood & Co. I don't remember what it's called, the TV series, if it's Lockwood & Co. or whatever it is. But I liked the series, so when I saw the books, I was like, heck yeah, let's just do it. This pile is from my friend's mom, who moved to the United States. I have already read a bunch of the books she gave me, but these are the books I got from her. These two piles are from my partner's grandma, so she moved into a care home, and we sorted out her house basically. So I kept some of her books that wasn't going to move with her to the care home. And this is a pile of books. This is something I have borrowed. So this one is actually, these two are also borrowed. But the other ones are books that have been either gifted to me or like lent to me, or so these two were from a book exchange program kind of thing, where it was a pyramid scheme. So basically I got an address where I should send a book, my favorite book, and then I shared like the concept, and people would be interested, and then I would give them the address to someone else, and the people they recruited would send books to me. So I believe I got like 6-7 books or something. But these two, no, did I read this one? Oh, I know that this one is from that book exchange thing. And then there are some books like from my brother-in-law and from my mom, and yeah. So I want to read these, but what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna document which books I have, and if there's like a series I need to look up, do I have the first book? Should I, for example, this book should actually be in that pile, because this was just an impulse buy. I liked the cover. I thought it was a fun-looking book. It was cheap, but it's like can I do this without wrecking this entire tower? Ugh. This is hazardous stuff. So Ivy Pocket, I like the look of it. I also thought it would be something that my kids might want to read. I like books with small illustrations like this, because this is something I would find really interesting. Like, I would want to do this. I would like to be this kind of illustrator with spot illustrations and stuff. But when I received the book 2, so I need to look into if do I need to really read book 1, or is this like what is it called? Free standing version. Is it possible to read this and still make sense of the story? Can I find this the first book on the library? If I can't find it, I mean, it's not like I'm dying to read it. In that case, I might put it out in like, a little library or something like that. So yeah, I'm going to go through my books to see if I have the entire series. Is it easy to complete a series? Do I want to read parts of a series if I can't find the other books, etc.? So I still have the aim to shrink this collection a little bit. I really want to read all of these books because, like I said, these have been purchased with a thought. And I mean, I want to read these because these are recommendations. She had more than all of these piles with books, and she picked books that she really recommended to me. So yeah, that's my current situation. I have finished my reorganization of my bookshelf. I say finished because are we ever really finished with organizing our bookshelves? I'm gonna turn you around and show you what things looks like more in depth. starting on the top shelf. So I still have my Harry Potter books here. I have more of them over here, but like, yeah, the main difference is this pile here. So these are, how should I put it? It's like scientific books. Now it's animal related, it's science related books, but not necessarily like heavy duty, you know, go to university and read all of the heavy stuff. It is more of an easy read kind of thing that I'm gonna be reading as, you know, just for leisure. So that's pile. So this is one part of my to be read pile. I have read that one, but I'm thinking about rereading it. I have started that one. Yeah. And then we have this row, actually double stacked row of books I have already read, but I decided to keep because perhaps I want to reread them, or they have sentimental value, or they're not even mine because these four are borrowed. And I've also, in my turn, lent one or two of these books to a friend of mine. So I need to get those back, so, you know, I don't misplace books that has been lent to me. Moving on, in no particular order, but these are actually also books I've already read, but these are my to be read books in no particular order. And as you saw before, some of them are books I purchased myself, some of them are books I got for free from my library, and some of the books are hand-me-downs either from relatives or friends. And the same thing goes here. So here we also have a bunch of to be read books. And like I said, there is no particular rhyme or reason, like which book am I going to pick when. I did try to keep series together, as you can see here. Yeah, this is same author and stuff. And then I didn't do anything with the bottom pile, so I still have those things that shouldn't really be here, but I kinda moved stuff around, so now the place I had planned to put these things, it's filled with other stuff. And there has been some adjustment to this bookcase as well, but let's not talk about it. Let's just look at this. Okay, yeah, so like I said, I see this as a work in progress. I also recognize the fact that I do need to actually, you know, film this update, which I'm doing now, edit this video, get it published, because if I'm gonna wait until I'm completely done, it will never be a video. I'm gonna show you some small clips of the disaster that is up on my room of requirement. So there are books everywhere. But look how pretty this bookshelf is. Yay! Thank you so much for watching. Have a lovely day. Please leave a comment of your current read down in the comment section so I can get inspired to buy even more books. Okay, have a lovely day. Bye bye. Hej då!